I hope you all are fit and fine. Children, in the last class I was explaining Ohm's law. Simon George Ohm in 1826 he has given a law on the basis of his study between the potential difference and the current, and he gives the relationship between V and I, that current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to its potential difference across the ends of the conductor, provided the temperature and the other physical condition of the conductors remain same. It means that as per him, current I is proportional to V, or you can say that V is proportional to I, and whenever you remove the proportional sign, we use a constant R. Here I am using the constant R into I, or you can say that V is equal to I into R. This is the mathematical relation of the Ohm's law, where R is constant called resistance of the conductor. Resistance of the conductor. I will be explaining what is resistance later on now. Where R constant is the resistance of the conductor. So another statement of the Ohm's law you can also see by mathematical. V upon I is equal to R constant. You can, another way you can state the Ohm's law, that as per Ohm's law it states that it is the ratio of potential difference to the current flowing through the conductor remains constant, provided the temperature and the other physical condition remains the same for the conductor. So this is the another way to state the Ohm's law. And where R, I told you that R is called constant, called resistance of the conductor. Now let us see what is resistance. Children, in class 9th or in 8 also, you have studied in physics topic known as friction. In motion terms, you have heard the word friction. What does the friction do in your daily life? How you define that friction? You always say that friction or frictional force, or you can say friction is a force. What does it do? It opposes the motion of the body. Means जो ऑब्जेक्ट इधर मूव कर रहा है उसके अपोजिट डायरेक्शन से फोर्स जो लग रहा है उसके मोशन को रोकने की कोशिश कर रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड फ्रिक्शन. सो इन जनरल mechanical physics you have heard the term friction, but here in electricity, what is the role of this R or resistance? The role of resistance of the conductor is similar to that of frictional force. Means this resistance of the conductor opposes the motion of flow of charge through the conductor, or you can say that resistance of the conductor opposes the flow of current in the conductor. Resistance is defined as the opposition, or you can say which opposes the flow of charge or current in the conductor, that is called resistance of the conductor. And SI unit of resistance is ohm. SI unit of resistance is ohm, and symbolic representation is this omega. Now that is the general definition of the resistance. Now if you want to define resistance in terms of potential difference and electric potential and current, then what you will define, how you will define the resistance? Resistance of a conductor is the ratio of potential difference, to the current flowing in the conductor. Means resistance is the ratio of potential difference to the current flowing in the conductor, and SI unit of resistance is ohm. Now 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt upon 1 ampere. Means how will you define 1 ohm resistance? Suppose question is asked, define 1 ohm. Then you can define as, if the potential difference across the conductor is 1 volt, to the current flowing through the conductor is 1 ampere, or you can say that if the ratio of potential difference is 1 volt to the 1 ampere current flowing through the conductor, then you can say that 1 ohm is resistance in that conductor. Means 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt upon 1 ampere. Now, as per the statement given by the Ohm's law, that V is directly proportional to I, or I is directly proportional to V, he has plotted the graph between V and I. And what type of graph he will obtain? Let us see. If it is directly proportional, V is directly proportional to I, then you can take any value in y-axis and any value in x-axis also. Y-axis ये है और ये x-axis है. You know the relation, V is proportional to I, directly proportional. Suppose पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस V हम y एक्सेस में ले लेते हैं. यू कैन टेक इन एक्सेस ऑल्सो, इट डजंट मैटर, बट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द कंडीशन आप कैसे लिखते हैं स्लोप ऑफ द ग्राफ. एंड इन x एक्सेस आई टेक द करंट I in ampere. Here the potential difference in volt V. Now if it is directly proportional, then the graph obtained, you will get a straight line graph. Let us see. you will get a straight graph. And by taking the different value at different point, suppose these are the values, you will get it. You will get a straight graph when you plot the graph between V and I. And when you take any 2 point on the graph, suppose this is A and B, then this is V1, this is V2, this is I1 and this is I2 and this is C. Now, if you want to calculate what resistance of the given conductor with the help of this graph, resistance of the given conductor by the graph, then slope of IB graph, slope of IB graph, or you can say slope AB of IB graph will give you the value of resistance of the given conductor. Means resistance R here will be what? V2 minus V1 upon I2 minus I1. This is the calculation of resistance of the given conductor with the help of the graph. And you will also do the practical based on the Ohm's law and how to connect this. Already I have shown you the circuit in the last class, and with the help of that circuit we will, with the help of ammeter and voltmeter, we will note the value of current and in proportional to that the value of potential difference, and then we plot the graph in this way, and then we will get the value of resistance R of the conductor. And you know the unit of resistance is ohm, and the reciprocal of the resistance of the conductor is called conductance. Reciprocal of the resistance of the conductor is known as conductance, and their unit is mho. कंडक्टेंस का यूनिट क्या होगा? कंडक्टेंस इट इज डिनोटेड बाय दिस वे, दैट इज मो, और इसमें हम बनाते हैं इस तरह से उल्टा ओमेगा, ये है साइन कंडक्टेंस का. कंडक्टेंस क्या है? रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ द रेजिस्टेंस, मींस 1 by R is equal to conductance, and unit is SI unit is mho. So now we will see on what are the factors on which the resistance of the conductor depends. Let us see what are the factors. Now let us see the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. The first is given, first factor is length of the conductor. Length of the conductor. How the resistance of the conductor depends upon the length of the conductor. The resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. means greater the length of the conductor, more will be the resistance. Smaller the length of the conductor, less will be the resistance. So length of the conductor is directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor, means R is directly proportional to L. Greater the length, more the resistance. Smaller the length, less the resistance. Now second is area of cross section of the conductor. First you should know what is area of cross section. आप कोई भी तार देखे होंगे, वायर कंडक्टर, that all are in a cylindrical form. That cylindrical form has this area of cross section. This is called area of cross section. बड़ा बना दे थोड़ा सा, ये देखिए, this area, this is called area of cross section. This is called area of cross section. So how this area of cross section affects the resistance of the conductor? So resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the conductor. Means R is inversely proportional to area of cross section of the conductor. Means less the area of cross section of the conductor, more resistance is there. Greater the area of cross section of the conductor, less resistance will be there. So पतला तार जितना भी आप लेंगे, thin wire, तो thin wire have a very high resistance value. क्यों? क्योंकि thin wire है तो उसकी area of cross section बहुत कम होगा. अब thick wire लेंगे तो उसकी area of cross section बढ़ जाएगी, तो उसकी रेजिस्टेंस बहुत कम होगा. That's why in fuse wire we used to take a thin wire. Why? Thin wire has a high resistance. अब प्रॉपर्टी क्या होता है फ्यूज वायर का? हाई रेजिस्टेंस एंड लो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. तो हाई रेजिस्टेंस अगर होगा तो टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाएगा, और फ्यूज वायर का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट लो होता है, तो आराम से वो उस टेम्परेचर पर पहुंचते ही मेल्ट हो जाएगा, सर्किट ब्रेक हो जाएगा, हमारी वायरिंग सेफ हो जाएगी. इसलिए हम इस प्रिंसिपल पे हम फ्यूज वायर लेते हैं, थिन मींस विथ हाई रेजिस्टेंस एंड लो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. सो द resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. Now next is nature of material. Suppose you take copper wire and aluminum wire. Now in both the case, both are metal. One is copper, another is aluminum metal. But what we see, the copper metal has less resistance in comparison to the aluminum wire. So copper is much better to use in an electrical wiring. Copper wire is much better to use in electrical wiring. That's why today we are using copper wire, not the aluminum wire for the electrical wiring. Why? Because this copper wire has less resistance. So the resistance of the conductor also depends upon the nature of the material. Now temperature. How the resistance of the conductor depends upon the temperature. So the resistance of the conductor is also directly proportional to the temperature of the conductor. Greater the temperature, more the resistance. Greater the temperature of the conductor means more resistance is there. Less the temperature, less resistance is there. So children, up to your syllabus, we will consider these two factors for the derivation. Based on these two factors for your syllabus, what derivation you obtain with the help of these two, first and second, length of the conductor and area of cross section. Now let us see the derivation. Once again, first I will summarize the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depend. First factor is length of the conductor. Means length of the resistance of the conductor is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. Means greater the length, more the resistance. Smaller the length, less the resistance. ये ध्यान रखिएगा. दूसरा प्रॉपर्टी है एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ द कंडक्टर. मीन्स resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. Means if the area of cross section is very less, resistance is more. Means thin wire will have high resistance, and if the area of cross section is greater, means thick wire, the resistance is low. Nature of material, I told you that as we compare copper and aluminum, copper have less resistance than aluminum. So different metals have different resistance value. So in this way, the different nature of material will have different resistance. Now the temperature, how the temperature affects the resistance of the conductor? Resistance of the conductor is directly proportional to its temperature of the conductor. If the temperature is more, resistance of the conductor is more. If the temperature is less, the resistance of conductor is less. Now for a derivation, we will consider these two factors. We are not considering the temperature and nature of material. Now let us see the derivation based on first and second part. Now see, as per the factors on which the resistance of the conductor depends, you have seen it. The first factor, that resistance of the conductor is directly proportional to its length. First equation. Second, the resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. On combining these two equations, combining 1 and 2, you will get R is proportional to L by A. Now, student, whenever we remove a proportional sign, we use a constant term. Here, we will use a constant term after removing this proportional sign, that is rho. Rho R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is called resistivity or specific resistance. जैसे आप हीट में पढ़े हैं स्पेसिफिक हीट, यहां भी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में आ गया टर्म स्पेसिफिक रेजिस्टिविटी. इफ L is equal to 1 meter and A is equal to 1 meter square अगर आप ले लेते हैं, then R will be equal to rho. R will be equal to rho, that is, from this you can define the term resistivity. Means resistivity is the resistance of the conductor per unit length per unit area. Resistance of the conductor per unit length per unit area, or you can say that specific resistance of a conductor is defined as the resistance of a conductor having per unit length per unit area. Now I am writing the definition here. You can copy it. First you note down this one. For this I am giving a minute to you. Now, as I have told you that resistivity or specific resistance of a conductor is defined as the resistance of the conductor of unit length and unit area of cross section. You can write the specific resistance also. Specific resistance or resistivity of a conductor is defined as the resistance of the conductor of unit length and unit area of cross section. Now what is the unit of rho or specific resistance? It's SI unit. SI unit of specific resistance. SI unit of specific resistance is ohm meter, and CGS unit of specific resistance is ohm centimeter. Ohm centimeter. So children, I hope now you are able to understand what is the resistance, what is ohm flow, and what are the factors on which the resistance of the conductor depend. Now in the next class we will deal numerical based on this topic, as well as what type of questions are asked on this topic which I have explained in the previous class and today class. In the next class we will discuss some important questions which is frequently asked in the board examination based on both theory as well as numerical part. Till then children, please go through the topics and revise it properly, and if you have any query you can ask during the questionnaire period. Till then children, stay at home, be safe. I hope children we will meet again in the next class. Till then, goodbye, thank you, have a nice day children.